Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. After hearing screams from below, the troupe learned that Tom and Issa's companions hadn't survived a fight with some deadly chains. They tried to meet up with Shadow Nemesis, but he found himself locked in a room, confronted with a puzzle he was compelled to solve, and suddenly in a battle with the Cardinal. New Rogue protected their newest allies, and as Dell finally broke through the door, they all burst in and the Cardinal disappeared once more into the shadows. Tyler has conjured several Michael rocks to disassemble the doors in the mansion so they can no longer get trapped with the Cardinal. But is it enough to give them the upper hand? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft. We're back after a brief break to record a second episode. But first, in our previous episode, our party had been hunting the Cardinal only to discover that the Cardinal had appeared in the basement and killed Jerry and Theatric, two of the criminals who were part of the group that they had discovered upon their arrival here. Determined to, I can't even remember, just kind of sneaking around, trying to meet up. That was it. It just took a while to figure out where everybody was. Shadow Nemesis climbed in through a window, searched a room for treasure, ended up finding jade and brass puzzle pieces once again, and compulsively, while charmed, couldn't help but put that puzzle together. He was trapped inside a room, wrapped in chains. He made himself visible by attacking a door. Light came out, it blinded him. The rest of the party attacked that door. Shadow Nemesis really bothered the Cardinal, who had kept trying to do a speech and he couldn't get it in. And then Dell, using new paladin powers, blew the door off the hinges, blinded herself, and the Cardinal managed to slip away. The party quickly realized, through looking at the previous time Shadow Nemesis had dealt with the Cardinal, that having a physical barrier like a door means that it can be magically sealed shut, but open hallways, windows, other things that have already been broken, the Cardinal does not seem to be able to lock shut. So they immediately went about taking all the doors off the hinges or breaking all the doors inside this entire abandoned mansion. Tyler summoned 3 more tiny servants, all named Michael, little yaying rocks that have arms and legs and do what he says. They are immune to being charmed, so they actually managed to find some of the puzzle pieces and now have them fully separate and have no impetus to put them together. So the party is able to make a plan knowing that the puzzle is now under their control and all doors have been removed from the mansion. That's right about where we left things off. Does that work for everybody?
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And the invisibility's gone, so whenever anybody looks at Shadow Nemesis, he seems naked. He's not. He has armor on. They've proven that, but he does look fully naked.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Whoopsie poopsie.
And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. 4 puzzle pieces of jade and brass are in the hands of 4 tiny Michaels, as you all realize that you are on the first floor in one of these central kind of sitting rooms that have been wrecked off to the left side of the house if you're looking in from the door. Originally, you had all been off to the right. You have these puzzle pieces, and the Michaels have no impetus to put them together. They seem to be immune to the puzzle's charms, so you are able to strategize now that the puzzle is safely under your control. What do you do?
Okay, yeah. Good job, my Michaels. Just hold each piece and don't put them together, but hang on to them.
Yay!
Yeah, good. Okay. Good job. Good boys. Hey, I got the puzzle pieces here. And
don't put them together. Don't put them together.
No, my Michaels don't seem to want to do that, so that should be fine. So we got the puzzle though, which means that when we choose to put it together, we can be as ready as possible to chat with the Cardinal.
So the advantage is ours. Excellent.
Yes.
So why don't we just burn or smash the puzzle or something so that Bean can never get us?
Well, my colleague Shadow Nemesis here threw, I'm assuming, these very pieces. Do these look familiar to you, Shadow Nemesis?
Oh, yeah.
He threw these out a window and then found them in a completely different room and was compelled to assemble them. So I think they're probably fireproof. I think they're probably magical in the sense that they're just going to keep showing up. But
okay, what if you have the rocks run them in cardinal directions? Just tell them to go as far as they can.
Well, my rocks only last for 8 hours, and then they just turn into regular rocks again, at which point I'm assuming the pieces will just show up back in the house.
Shit.
Yeah.
Besides, we have business with the Cardinal.
That is kind of the next piece of this. Yeah, we need to speak to this creature. Yeah.
But shouldn't... Okay, can we just leave then? This has reached a point that you guys seem crazy now. I thought we were all trapped in this house together. Yeah, so did I, and it turns out you're not here to save us. You're here to bargain with some sort of torture demon.
I mean, we're here to do both. We're here to save you and make sure we can talk with this guy. Yeah. Sorry.
No problem with you leaving. Does anyone else want these two to stay?
I mean, can you do like magic stuff or like what can you do?
We're thieves, so
Magic
we
thieves?
stole stuff for exactly, but now I'm thinking he exactly set us up to get killed here.
Yeah.
Probably like a sacrifice.
Morna Lost came
Yeah.
out with quite a story to tell. Sounded like it would make for a great kind of like IP, a good sequel or something like that. Sounds like you guys have a nice revenge story going on. I say you take some treasure here, finance a little bit of revenge against exactly, be a cool story. Yeah. That's how you make names for yourselves, I think. Take down exactly.
Yeah, try to meet up with Morna Loss.
I'm just going to disappear. That sounds crazy. But you're giving me a real purpose here. Sounds good. I'm going to boost some gold on the way out and get mine.
Sounds great. Yeah, I'd watch that.
I don't know what that means, but okay, goodbye.
I don't really know either.
Enjoy the nuts and seeds.
Oh,
Yep,
there's
he's
puzzle
the head
pieces in the treasure. Don't touch them.
Well, goodbye. Tomfoolery leaves as well. The four of you are left here with Dr. Deputy standing just off to the side.
Okay.
What do you do?
Shadow Nemesis, you're the only one who's spoken to or been in the same room as the Cardinal. What else can you tell us about him? I mean, we've all been in the same room as him with the voting, but it's like a different guy then. He's mortal and he's got all of his memories and everything like that. And not a lot of talking going on at that Council of 12 thing. People talk about, he talks about pleasure, pain. He seems to monologue from the sounds of secondhand kind of accounts of this. What was your experience in there?
Well, it's kind of weird. Like you're spot on. It's a lot like Hellraiser. Like you solve the puzzle and then chain shootout, and it's kind of like really scary. And then he comes out and he kind of has a script that he says because he said the same thing over and over. The first time I encountered him, I was invisible and he didn't see me, and he became really self-conscious and nervous and didn't really have a lot of confidence. And he kind of was just stumbling around the room looking for me. And then the second time I ran into him, I was interrupting his speech and he got all flustered and all the chains were going all wonky. So
Why was he all flustered?
I don't know. I think he's tough, but I think he's mostly talk. So I think what we can do is if we summon him and we kind of just, I don't know, distract him from his script, so to speak. Maybe we can throw him off guard and I don't know. Look, can anybody do like a entrapment circle or something? Get some salt, put it in a circle. Maybe we like solve the puzzle in the salt and then he can't get out. It's kind of thing,
What?
No. When you summon a demon, like in Faustus, you know what I mean? He summons a demon, he keeps it in a little circle, and it has to do its bidding.
What?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, can anybody make a circle demon? Like a demon house they can't leave?
Yeah,
Can I
something like
make
that.
a circular demon jail out of salt, apparently?
Dale, this sounds like something that would be up your alley.
Well, I mean, I don't know that I can. I mean, if you want me to just draw a big circle on the ground and we can tell him that it's a thing.
Do you think that's a good plan, Bob?
Bluff him into thinking. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If you make it really impressive looking, like, do the whole like Satan star, put some like runes around it and like maybe some candles and things like that. And if we summon him in there and we just say like, "Oh, trap, buddy," maybe he'll just give up. He doesn't seem like he has a lot of confidence. So maybe we
Shadow
just
Nemesis,
tell him it's done.
What happens to the puzzle pieces after they're put in place?
Do I remember? I think they just stay there.
we never really paid attention. But the one thing that is worth remembering is, he didn't come out of the puzzle. He came out of the shadows nearby.
Ooh, right. Hold on. Shadow Master smartly reminded me he doesn't come out of the puzzle. He comes out of shadows nearby.
Okay, maybe that's the trap then. Not something quite as malicious as, a circle that binds him and makes him feel like our prisoner. But maybe once he comes out of the shadows, can we make light? I feel like we can make light way easier. And then
sacred flame
whirls up around you, Tyler, and you see it circling around your hand and withdrawing. And when you look down at your palm, you see a crude tattoo extending up from your wrist over your palm of a torch with flames coming out of it.
Whoa.
How convenient.
I rub the skin like it's a tattoo.
Yep, it's a full permanent tattoo. And you realize as you are looking at it and focusing on it, it begins to cast light as though the torch is real.
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, that's handy.
I point my hand like Iron Man style, just kind of around the room. Is it like a flashlight in my hand?
You can see that you are creating 30 feet of bright light and 60 feet of dim light out of your palm, and it can be activated at will. You have a torch tattoo. A gift from the Mists. They didn't know this was where the story was going, but the Mists gave it to you.
Well, neither did I.
Ooh.
Thank you, Mists. Wow, that's that's incredibly apt. Thank you very much. I say, kind of just looking around, just up in the upper 45-degree angles of the room, thinking that's assuming they look down on us.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's much less dangerous than using sacred flame to illuminate.
Wait, who else does light stuff? Anybody else have light stuff?
Yeah, sacred flame. Yeah. I said it like 3 times.
I mean, yeah. Other than fires, I mean, I don't think we want to burn the house down, right?
I said that too, but okay.
Yeah. Let me check in my bag. Do I have anything?
I got nothing. I got a gun.
I just want to remind everyone.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Thanks for holding on to that.
Thank you for letting me borrow it.
Oh well, thanks for holding on to it. You did a good job.
Thank you. I didn't shoot it, not even once.
That's great. I'm glad we didn't need to.
I just want to remind
I have a lighter.
What's that, new rogue? You were saying something?
I just remembered I had a lighter. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, what do you want to do with that?
I don't know. We were asking. Shadow Nemesis was asking for light stuff.
Well, we can make torches.
We got a lighter. We got a tattoo. And we have a gun. What do we do?
Mm-hmm.
We make torches. We break up the doors. Then we get some of the bed sheets. We make torches, and we can look. Ooh. Okay. I got it. Okay. So we solve the puzzle right in the middle of the room. He comes out of the shadows, being like, "Ooh, all right." Starts saying his speech. Then we jump out from our shadows, and we, from all 4 corners, boom, hit him with light. So he's trapped.
Okay. What?
I long term though we want to talk to him, right? We don't.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. Well, we don't
Great
kill him.
point,
We talk
Al.
to him. He's trapped.
I was just gonna make it. Everyone listen to Del.
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
boss.
say
What
you
do we
said
do?
again.
You're in charge. What do you say that's so smart?
I just mean we want to be able to talk to him and not run away, and obviously we don't want him to rip us all to pieces, but we also don't want to rip him all to pieces. So it's sort of a balance of that.
Okay, so he shows up. We set the whole room on fire so he can't run. Then what do we say?
Nope.
No.
Don't set the room on fire. We have torches
No
and
fires.
flashlights.
Yeah, I mean, new rogue is glowy. Maybe it just the holy light would be good, like you said, new rogue. Something.
You mean like my hands, my glowy hands?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's
Tyler,
necrotic
don't-
energy.
Don't put me in charge. I just mean I'm fine helping with whatever. We have to find some way to protect ourselves from him, I guess.
Okay, if you're not the boss, so who's the boss? You got to pass the mantle.
Oh, Tyler, right here. Tyler.
What?
Okay. Could you look at that ring? Maybe that ring that the Miss gifted me will do something for us.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. I'll look at the ring. If anybody else got anything, I'll take a look at that too. And I'll start casting Identify on the ring that Nero gave me several episodes ago.
All right, so we've got 10 minutes while Tyler does this. Is there anything anybody wants to do specifically in these 10 minutes? I'm imagining Shadow Nemesis, you're probably making torches, unless you've got something else you want to do.
I just realized that I might have something that can help. Way back in season 1, I got a magnetic cape. So if this guy has got metal hooks and they like to shoot out, maybe we can lay down the cape and they can all get attracted to it and they get all tangled up so we can't slice us apart.
Tyler can't react to that, but Del, new rogue.
Shadow Nemesis, this is a really good idea.
Mm-hmm. That gives us options.
Of course. Look who you're talking to. Of course it's a good idea. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Adam, sorry.
Shadow
Nemesis. Do you know the film Fool's Russian?
Is that the one where Mo, Larry, Curly, they're in the courtroom? And,
no, I don't. There was a Selma Hayek. Is that one of
Selma Hayek?
I think.
No.
Tyler said no.
No, that's disorder in the court. Nope, I don't know. I don't know it. No, sorry.
And the mists swirl up around you, new rogue, giving you another film that maybe could help you find this.
Okay. Fool's Russian. What else has? Oh God, Baby's Day Out. That's I can. It's like that. It's a title that has 3 words in it. That's the best that's coming in my mind right now. Okay, so there's a baby, and it's abducted, and shenanigans happen, and it's like an old timey 40s cartoon, and there's a lot of like nut shots where people go to camera and go, oh,
what?
Yeah, there's a lot of people getting hit in the penis in that film.
Okay, so you grab the chains with the magnetic cape, and then we hit the Cardinal in the penis.
That's a solid plan.
Hey, DDX?
With the torch.
That's what a fool would do. They rush in and hit somebody in the penis. Yeah, maybe that's right.
Then he'll look at all of us and go, ooh, like what the baby did.
Yeah. Well, the baby didn't do that. The baby didn't get hit in the penis. The people that were stealing the baby.
So this is a movie from the 40s about a baby that just kicks people in the nuts? Is that what you're telling me?
No. The baby is kidnapped because the baby is having a day out. And there's a bunch of mob guys that are trying to steal the baby. And one of them is hit in the penis by a gorilla. I think somebody gets a piece of rebar in the penis. There's a lot of penis hitting.
And this is from the 40s, like, because that was a pretty conservative time. I don't think there would just be a movie.
I think it was like cartoon slapstick, like the 40s. No, nobody eats a baby. DDX, come on.
Like, I don't think the Stooges
Some
even
people
did
do.
nut shots. Like,
we're in Ravenloft. You don't know.
Another thing I was told was fear makes fools of all of us. What is that a movie that you know of? Or is that a...
Like, I don't think they're movies. I think that's just be brave. Don't let them intimidate you.
What if it's Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Is that close enough?
Ooh, what about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Wait, so you just said it's not a movie, and now you're saying this thing that's also a movie?
That. Look, Shadow Master is a part of this conversation too. I'm just inputting his thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Tyler, are you done yet? Tyler, are you done yet? Are you done yet?
And Tyler finally finishes casting his Identify spell on the ring. Tyler, you take a look at this ring, and magically you can tell that this is the Untitled Goose Ring. Once per day, the person wearing this ring can summon a goose that will either harass them or the enemy the goose chooses.
Wow.
So just at the crescendo kind of fever pitch of talking about babies getting hit in the testicles and eating babies. And,
Didn't happen.
And Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Del being like, Tyler, Tyler, are you done? Just breaking just the kind of general din of crosstalk. I just say, it's a goose ring. It summons a goose and the goose attacks. There you go. And I'll just flip it like a coin over to New Rogue. Clap my hands. Okay, next one. Anything next?
Here, I got cards from the mist, and I pull them out of my belt.
All right, give them here. Let's have a look. You know what? 2 birds, 1 stone. Here, you take this while I take these, and I will give you my box of mending. I'd say you can stick your phone in that. Might as well make the most of that time. We'll keep repairing.
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna stay here next to you over here.
Okay.
Do that.
Sounds good.
Okay. Great.
So you use the box of mending and you cast Identify on the deck of cards, and the Doctor Deputy turns to Shadow Nemesis and New Rogue and he says,
Okay, but what happens to the baby at the end?
I think
take
the
a
baby
quick
goes.
commercial break right there. 10 minutes of arguing about movies later. Del, you have successfully used the box to try to fix your phone. Tyler, how many charges does the box get to use per day?
3, and you're welcome to all 3 of them, Del.
Take
So that's
them.
3 more marks towards the phone repair. How many are left, Del?
I have done 5 of 19.
Burning forwards. Tyler, you've completed your Identify spell. You discover that you are holding a deck of illusions. A card can be drawn off of this deck via an action and thrown to the ground within 30 feet. An illusory version of the creature on the card appears. It can do no harm and will exist until the card is moved. If you are within 120 feet, you can move the creature up to 30 feet around the card as an action. People can try to realize it using an intelligence check. If they touch it, they'll realize it's fake. That's what the deck does. It's designed to randomize using an actual card deck. So Del, if you want to use this in future sessions, you're going to need to have a card deck with you, because depending on what card you draw, that is the creature on the card you are summoning the illusory form of when you throw it down.
I will get one.
Oh, cool.
That's very cool. Yeah, so I kind of summarize. Okay, so this Del is a deck of illusions. These creatures are each card of these showing a creature. You kind of play it, I guess, cast it onto the ground, and a creature, an illusory version of that creature kind of shows up. You can like get it to do stuff like move and things like that, but it's just an illusion. It's not like your Pokeball kind of thing. But yeah, you got a pretty fat stack of them here. You can have a look at those.
Oh, thanks so much, Tyler. And thanks for letting me use your box. Phone's, it looks like a corner of a phone, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, baby steps. We'll get it together there soon. I just figure we'd take advantage of the time.
Thanks. They were talking about killing babies and dicks and stuff, so I just
I heard. Unfortunately, casting the Identify spell does not deafen me. I was
hoping
that was difficult to sit through.
Yeah, it was bad.
Try to concentrate.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything else I can kind of get some info on before we finalize this plan about talking? Emphasis on talking to the Cardinal.
Mm-hmm.
I want to check my person, see if the mist gave me anything.
Roll me a perception.
Whoa. 12.
They did not.
Okay, well, I want to feel important, so I'm going to pretend they did. And I'm going to, in my bag...
Cast Identify on something you already know about?
Well, I have, in the last realm, I got a water pitcher. So I'm going to be like, oh, hey, where'd this come from? Hey, Tyler, why don't you cast on this? I don't know what this is.
That's a water pitcher. You stole that from Prince Bright Eyes' tent.
Hey, what? You didn't know that. How do you know that?
You're right. That's me metagaming. Yeah, I better take a look at this. I better see if there's something going on here. Yeah.
The mists
water pitcher
swirl up around your bag of holding, Shadow Nemesis, and withdraw back and away.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, give me that.
No, hang on. No, I have to do the spell. I'm not giving it back yet. I got to do the spell.
All right. Well, I look at my bag. What's going on?
Inside, you find a hat.
Another
and
hat.
As you reach down to touch it, it becomes a different kind of hat. It switches from a top hat to a baseball cap. And as you touch it, it becomes something else. And you realize there's something different about this hat. There's something malleable, changeable about it. There's some sort of magic here.
So I have like a rat hat. I have a helmet that can change shape, and now I got like another hat, changing hat. Oh, Tyler, I got another hat you can look at.
I'm mumbling the incantation of identify. I'm focusing on the water pitcher.
Dang, that's just a water pitcher. I don't know. I just pulled it out of my bag. Thought it would be. I don't know. Felt kind of left out, and then I got a hat. So I was embarrassed and sad, and now I'm happy again. So I'll just wait till he figures
Okay, so
out it's a pitcher.
I do hear you saying this, and I stop the spell and say, "What?"
Oh yeah, no, everyone was getting stuff, and I felt sad, so I made it up. But then I got something. Want to check
But
this out?
that's like the second worst sin.
Hey, well, I moved it to the third. Yeah, don't lie, buddy.
Well, what's second now?
Seems like a great opportunity. I take the hat and start to cast identify. Carry on.
I put the jug back in my bag.
And stealing is bad.
Stealing's number two?
For now. I mean,
Okay, so I can lie, and then stealing's worse.
No,
I
it
feel
all
like
depends. Like if you got to steal something to help somebody, is that bad? If you steal a loaf of bread to feed your family, is that bad?
Yeah.
It depends who you're stealing it from. Are you stealing it from somebody who's poorer than you?
You're stealing it from the store.
Oh. Okay,
Maybe
well,
the store's in receivership.
What? Fuck, you left. You killed yourself on your own joke. That's so good. I love that so much. That's the best part of it. That makes it so much better.
Oh, it's like my rules are just like say whatever comes to mind, and then I'm like, he wouldn't say that, and that's what was killing me.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, it's a possibility, I guess, but let's say you don't
That make
know
them
the store's in
poorer than me.
receivership.
you just shouldn't.
I gave away 33 gold. I got no money. I can rob anyone. That's fine because I'm so poor.
No, I'm gonna pray about this later and come back with an answer. But just don't do bad things.
Okay, maybe you should start writing down your ideas. Make a book so that people know what's bad or good.
Hey, that's a good idea. I've tried writing this stuff on my hand, but it just doesn't work. Del, could I have a book?
I have gone to the front door,
Del,
leading out the front door.
Del.
Rumple.
Oh, she's gone.
Rumple.
Clop, 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 clop. Oh, hey.
Hey, I'm losing brain cells being in there. Do you want to come in?
I saw the other thieves leave. Is this just our regular group now?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if it's really dumb in there, do you just want to hang out here for a bit?
Well, apparently we're doing a plan at some point, but...
Oh. Okay. All right, I guess I'll go back in.
Okay, yeah, we'll just wait till they're done talking, but then I can talk to you instead of having to talk to them.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened? I kind of don't really know.
Oh, okay, so...
We both wanted to know from the woods.
You see a little doll peeking out of a saddlebag.
Oh, Werner, hey, how have you been? You've been having a little cozy doll time?
I have been okay. My existence has been massively improved since you made furniture in here.
Oh, good. Well, if you think of anything else you want, I can whip it right up.
Thank you. What are we doing?
So we need to... Oh, man. I guess we never even talked about the whole... We need to befriend the Dark Lord of this realm, who is like a tortured demon.
Okay.
So apparently he shows up when we put puzzle pieces together. He showed up and he tried to rip Shadow Nemesis apart, but we scared him off. So we want to try to summon him in a way that he can't hurt all of us and can't escape so that we could talk to him. So we have his puzzle pieces and we're going to wait and put them together, but we're trying to figure out, what we're actually going to do.
Okay, that makes sense, kind of. Do you have a victim for the torture creature?
One of us, I guess.
That's very brave. It's not me, is it? You would tell me if it was
Oh,
me.
no. Your doll body is very fragile, so you stay there. Yeah, no, it's going to be one of us. Yep.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not great, but okay.
Because, once the thieves who were here learned that we wanted to talk to the monster, they said we were crazy and they left, and we figured, we don't want them to get hurt. So now it's just us.
Oh, okay. It's just us.
Yeah.
This sounds awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe before we set it off, we can make sure that you and Werner and DDX are outside so that, it doesn't accidentally chains, rip off of limbs or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe you could also be outside as well.
Well, I mean, probably need to help them talk to the torture demon so they don't just
then I
fight
guess
it
we're all
and
going to be staying inside, aren't we? Because we're all pretty much Team Dell here.
Oh, that's nice. Well, Adam had a plan. Shadow Nemesis had a plan to use maybe a magnet cloak to kind of smoosh all of the chains because he's kind of a chain guy.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yeah. So that's about all we got so far. Thinking about it, we don't really know anything else about him.
Okay, well, if there's anything we can do, I'll keep thinking while I'm in there, and
I will use my harnessed thoughts of nihilistic bleakness to see if there is a darker way to complete your goals than you may have anticipated.
That's great. Thanks, Werner. Yeah.
All right, let's go inside.
yeah, okay. And you go in and rejoin the group. Tyler, you have finished casting Identify on this hat, and you have learned that it is a hat of disguise. The person who wears this hat can speak aloud what they want to look like, and when they put the hat on, it casts Disguise Self automatically to give them that appearance. The spell will end when they remove the hat. However, whoever they become will be wearing a random hat from my chart of hats.
Amazing.
Ooh.
That's so funny. I love that.
It's beautiful.
So you could turn into whoever you want. It's just that person wears a random hat.
Yep.
Okay. I like
that a lot. Holy shit. That's a great idea.
I like. Thank you, miss. Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a hat that lets you cast Disguise Self, except the hat is where the magic comes from. So if you take the hat off, you lose the Disguise Self spell. Also, the hat will be a random hat for whatever you want to look like. But you have control of how you look from basically the eyebrows down.
Okay, I grabbed the hat and I put it on my head and said, "I am Batman."
He immediately looks like Batman, only he is wearing
Jamiroquai's hat.
he is wearing a Santa hat. Just a perfect red Santa hat with a white pom-pom on the end and the white brim around the edges.
Oh, sweet. Are the bat ears sticking out through the hat?
Kind of.
What did you roll to get kind of?
I rolled a 12. Kind of.
Santa
sweet.
Batman.
All right. I'm like the Adam West Batman.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
hat changes, so you now look like the Adam West Batman.
Oh, right.
Instead of the Batman Begins Batman.
Oh.
You now have a big, furry, like Russian hat, like one of those fuzzy winter ones
Ooh.
on
cool.
Adam West Batman.
This doesn't seem as impressive as the previous Batman I saw.
All right, chums. We need to think of a plan. Lickety split.
Why are you talking like that?
Talking like what?
All right. I think it's important to bring up, we summon this guy by assembling the puzzle. He's going to show up. He's going to do like his thing, but he's a Dark Lord. He's been doing his thing for eternity, right? And it's not resolving, or it's not fulfilling him, right? Because this is supposed to be punishment. It's supposed to be torture. So he's probably been getting what he wants to some degree, and then it's like soured or wrong somehow.
Precisely, old chum. Soured.
Because
Soured. Like sour cream. Cream
holy
cheese.
shit.
Cut the cheese. Cut it out. Cut the cord. Of
Where'd that
course.
gun go?
What?
Huh?
Gun?
I was saying, keep it ready. I was pulled out of, the repeating realm, my Dark Lord Nightmare thing. I was in my home. Like I woke up at home in my childhood home.
Oh.
That doesn't exist anymore, but it's like a perfect place, except I was the wrong size for it. And so it was like, it was great for a second, and then it was all extremely wrong and uncomfortable and bad, because you can't really go home, as they say. So what's this guy missing here? We need to figure out what he really wants, because he's going to show up. He's going to do his thing. If we try to fight him, that's not good, right? We can't be fighting the Dark Lord. We need him to remember this interaction and think positively of it, that we gave him some bit of hope, some bit of reprieve from his torture. We need to figure out what Ravenloft is making him think he desires most and is turning against him. We need to help him realize that's not it, right? Am I making any sense here? This feels like
Perfect sense, old chum.
Pulling him out of his own loop, basically. But we just got to figure out what. I mean, I could try to summon the other people that he murdered again and see if they have any more information. Like if there's something they said particularly at
like
the end
have
to
them
him.
talk to him.
Well, I mean, maybe, or have them talk to us if
they all seem to have the same story for us of he showed up, chains ripped apart, pleasure, pain.
well, maybe,
scary.
Maybe he's looking for something that he can't get after that. Maybe if we summon one of the ghosts, he can be like, so how was it? What'd you think?
Feedback, yeah. Everybody dies before we can maybe finish. Okay, yeah, maybe that's something.
I don't know.
Okay. I was thinking about who holds the puzzle when it gets assembled. I think Void would be a pretty good candidate. I think Void's up for the job.
The sad screaming one?
Yeah. He might not be sad. He's got a couple modes, and I'm not feeling scared right now.
Oh. That's a good point.
What do you guys think? Or do one of you guys want to try and kind of take the lead on it?
No. Let's do Void.
Yeah.
No, old chum, that's what we must do, I would think.
Huh?
Okay.
We'll take a
What
quick
did you just
commercial
fucking
break
say?
there. I believe a discussion is about to be had about the Batman voice. I return the scene to Wet Change.
What the fuck did you just say?
What's that, old chum? Sorry, I was musing. Muse. Yes, that's right. Muse. We need someone to be the one to put together the puzzle. Yes.
I cast Identify on the hat, Shadow Nemesis. I know that's not part of it.
Oh, it's not part of the hat. Okay.
It's not. He looks that way. He doesn't have to talk that way. I retract the question of why. I don't care why. Please come back to us and help us just kind of bring this plan home so we can actually do something in the next few minutes.
Take the hat off and shove it in my bag. All right.
You don't have to take it off. Or just
No, I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
God. All right. Okay, fine. Well,
He's back to being naked.
I got,
Yeah,
oh my God.
You could have put the hat down,
That's-
but okay.
That's awful.
Let's just get Void to hold it. And
Yeah, I got an emotion for Void. Hang on a second. And I just reach up and I run my fingers through my hair and just pull my hair. And because we're tapping into the fury that Void can embody, and I just pull my hair and I pull fury out through the top of my scalp. I pull Void out and he just climbs out like a creature climbing out of a manhole. Just his chest and his hips kind of warping to just be the dimensions of the top of my head until he climbs out fully. And falls to the ground, and it's another shadow clone of me. He just matches me, but he is just like hunched over, breathing heavily, eyes glowing red. He looks furious.
Good God, there's got to be a better way to do that.
The magic just flows, man. I don't know.
Jeez.
Void, Michael's, Void. Okay, are we ready? Because I'm going to give my instructions to all my friends here. And thank you, my boys.
Tyler, I do have to ask, what is Void's stat block again? What is Void?
Void is summon Shadow Spawn. Do you want me to send you a quick little link?
So probably a Shadow Spawn. That's okay. I can look that up.
The spell itself has its own stat block.
Summon Shadow Spawn. Okay, I got it. Great. Thank you.
No problem. And I do have to concentrate for Void. The Michaels are free. Void, I got to think about.
Okay, so wait. Let's go over the plan. We put puzzle goes together. I throw out the cape. The chains get stuck on it. He comes out. We flash light on him, and we
and then
interrogate him. Like what?
See, interrogate.
Yeah, we want to talk to him.
Yeah, if we want to talk to him, again, we don't have to come at him hard. We're just cutting off the escape so that he can't just vanish into shadow right away. We just want to talk.
I have a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
We want to block any shadows from appearing. So you have a light. What if we all take a corner of the room? And Rumpel, could you hold the door just so he can't go escape through that?
Actually, there isn't a door on it right now, but I could stand in it if you're worried about him running.
Yeah. If that's okay.
Great. Yeah, I'm in.
Great. I'll hold my hands up to the corner so, shadows fall in the corners. So.
Okay. I think those of us who are, again, have been the best at making friends of people across all these realms should be the ones to take a crack at this. New Rogue, Dell, Shadow Nemesis. I think you three are all much better at this than me or DDX. Rumpel, you should probably take a crack at this. Any of you guys should try and talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Great. Everyone ready? Everyone pick their corner?
Ready.
Get in a corner.
Okay, so if we're looking at this room, if we say the door is north, it is in the center of the uppermost wall. It's a square. It's 45 feet on each side. These are big rooms. You picked a room with not very much going on in the center of it, so you clear out the debris. You've got a nice even square space. The ceiling is 10 feet up, so that's easy. There is a window opposite the door. If the door is north, who is in the northeast corner?
I'll take northeast.
Okay. Tyler. Who is in the southeast corner?
I'll do it.
All right. Shadow Nemesis. Who is in the southwest corner?
Which one is away from the door? Which one where I'm at, I can see right in front of me, basically. I want to be at
If you were standing at I got confused with the second half of that. If you were standing at the southwest corner and looking out, the window would be to your right and the door would be on the far side of the square from you.
Oh, okay, great. I would want to be around there.
Great. New Rogue is down there. So New Rogue is standing in a corner to your right. There's the wall and then the window. And then on the other side is Dell. To your left, to your left, actually, it would be Dell because to your right is Shadow Nemesis. Let me just paint a square for everybody now that I've written it down and I'll look at the goddamn picture. Dell, where you put DDX?
Oh,
Or is he just standing with you? You want me to sit in the window, boss?
yeah, actually, that's a good plan. Be by the window.
Okay, so in this square, Rumpelforeskin is standing in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, Rumpel is to your right with the door, and Dell is in the next corner over in that direction.
Yep.
To your left, it's the full length of the wall, and then Shadow Nemesis. Shadow Nemesis, to your right, you got 45 feet to Tyler. On your left, DDX is in the middle on the window, and furthest over is New Rogue. New Rogue. This is why we never surround people in these games because it's a nightmare to try to describe. New Rogue, to your right, where you were standing in the corner, halfway across is the window. DDX is sitting in it with the cool bow in his hand. And on the far side of that wall in the corner is Shadow Nemesis. On your left, big blank wall to Dell. So Dell, on your right, long wall to New Rogue. Mm-hmm. And on your left, Rumpel at the door, then Tyler. Yes. That's what we're looking at. The four Michaels are where?
The Michaels are in the middle of the room with Void. The Michaels are holding the puzzle pieces, and Void is standing neutral in the middle of the room. as neutral as he can, being the embodiment of fury.
The Michaels and Void are all in place. Void raging, the Michaels celebrating. They have the puzzle pieces.
Yep.
Is there anything anyone is preparing in your hands? Is there anything you want to have specifically ready to go?
I'm blessing some of us in here. Oh God. I'm going to cast this at level... I'm going to cast this at level 3 so I can get more people. Okay, so I'm going to try and get 5 of us.
I was going to say, because this is before battle, you guys could get together to cast spells on each other. You've definitely got the chance to prepare here. So, yes, you can get everybody.
Okay, great. That's what I'm going to do. I have to do Bless. It lasts for a minute. I have to concentrate for it. So, yeah, it just basically means that whenever a target makes an attack or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So I'm going to cast it. I'm going to cast it on Del, Tyler, Shadow Nemesis, Rumpel, and Jack Magnum.
Jack Magnum, is he with you, or where is Jack Magnum?
I have him. I'm going to have him behind. I'm going to have him behind.
You can put him on Rumpel if you want. You've done that.
Yeah,
with him,
I'm going to do that. I don't want him in here.
Great.
Okay, so Blessed goes to the other 3 party members and Jack Magnum. All right.
I also want to cast a spell as we're starting this.
Yeah.
And from the corner, I'm looking at Void, who looks like the angriest Tyler in the world, and I'm like, okay, you're sort of my friend too, so we'll protect you, you protect us. And there's like a little shimmering around Void, and I cast Shield of Faith on Void, so he gets +2 to his AC.
Oh, that's
nice.
so nice.
Okay. Void has +2 AC. I believe that's concentration.
It
If you can
is.
cast on a creature you can see, he's a monstrosity, so that would qualify. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before this puzzle is put together? Shadow Nemesis?
I have a question. I have a question about the hat that I got.
Okay.
So if I pick a character that emits light, like, is it just for show, or is it like, will I actually light up the room? Like, if it's a bright character, will they just look bright but they won't cast shadows, or will it actually light up the room?
That's a great question. I mean, we'll have to find out, wouldn't we?
All right, I put it on, and then I change myself into
The baby from
Chris
Teletubbies.
Evans, circa whenever the first Fantastic Four movie came out.
Okay. You turn yourself into the Human Torch from Fantastic Four.
But
he is
I didn't
wearing-
say flame on. Didn't say flame on.
So
Sorry?
you're Johnny
You're just-
Blaze?
You're
I didn't
just
say
Chris
flame
Evans.
on. I'm just Chris Evans right now
Just
in a Fantastic
in
Four
that
suit.
in that like zip up suit thing that they wear.
Yeah.
You got the 4 on the
Fantastic Four
chest.
onesie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under
And
ruse.
you are wearing a World War I like peaked cap to the side, looking like an old school USO show.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's almost like a Human Torch, like Captain America kind of.
100%.
A bit.
All right.
Star Spangled Man with a plan who can set himself on fire.
All right.
So you look like Chris. You look like Chris Evans in the Fantastic Four costume.
And I'll tell people like, all right, wait for my signal to shine the light. You know what it's gonna be. And I'll go to my corner all excited.
And
Yeah.
Tyler, you cast Mage Armor on Dell earlier, correct?
I did, yeah.
Great. So what does that do? So we can make sure Dell's factoring that in, because I know it lasts like 8 hours. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's for creatures that don't have any armor. Their AC becomes 13 plus their dex.
Oh, but
Dell
I
has
am
got her
wearing
regular
armor.
leather armor, so she's.
Yeah.
Oh, then the spell fails. My bad. I forgot about
Fair
leather
enough.
armor. Yep.
We confirm it's great. It's a good looking outfit, and she's safe. You confirmed it.
That's nice.
There you go. You got armor, but you already had it. You always had it. I'm just reminding you and myself that you have it.
Yay.
Last question. Shadow Nemesis made torches, right?
He
he talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you actually make them Shadow Nemesis?
We'll say he did for the sake of it. It was a lot of 10-minute periods.
Did you want those? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I made them. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess some of us are holding torches that I lit with my lighter.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So you've got torches that were lit with the lighter. Who's holding torches?
I think I'll probably be holding a torch. Yeah.
I guess I'm having a torch because I don't have light magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the torch tattoo. Thank you again, Mists. So no.
I don't
torch for
need
me.
it.
Take one.
It's okay, gang.
Take
I
the
got
torch.
this.
That's okay. Just take it.
Yeah, take it.
It'll be neat if you to light it with your cool human torch powers.
All right.
Okay.
But, it's going to be pretty redundant with all this, Omega level firepower that's about to blast out of me.
Sure. Yep. Just hang on to it, though.
All right. Careful. Don't look at me too much.
And with everything fully in place, it's time for Void to solve a puzzle. And that's the end of our episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adam Mir 101, The Dankler, Anticore 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, Randall Eberly, the Yes Bud of improvisational comedy, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.